Hello gang, welcome to yet another betting special by Openly Beta. Today we're gonna do some betting. This is, how should I say, the pre-Ubisoft, Gearbox, Xbox, Bethesda, Square Enix, Warner Brothers, PC Game Show, Verizon, Take-Two Interactive, Mythical Games, Indie Showcase, Capcom, Razer, Bandai Namco, GameSpot show. We're doing the rest of E3. We've done Nintendo, old news. You want to watch that video? It's on our channel. As far as I'm concerned, I don't give a damn anymore. We're moving on to some bigger fish here, okay? Nintendo was just one company. Now we're doing all of them, except for Sony.
So the Nintendo video is 50 minutes long. This one is about 20 companies, so it's going to be about 20 times as long.
Oh, by the way, we've got Niall back again, everyone. Everyone say hello to Niall.
It's like I never left your screens.
Right,
this is Jamie.
Hey,
and this is Niall.
Right, enough fun and games.
Discord.
Yeah, like you can do that at the bloody zoo if you want to go and have some fun and games. This is business. This is gambling. This is betting. We're gonna get a bit dirty, okay? Here are the rules.
The real world.
We're going to do the same as last time. If you didn't watch the last video, we're going to do some bets, then we're going to assign the odds, and then we're going to put down the cash, right?
We get 1,000 beta bucks each.
Now, E3, big old cluster. The idea would be, each betting special, we carry over money from the last one. But we haven't actually watched the Nintendo Direct and received any money from it yet. So, I've been talking to the bank. And they've been talking to the casino. It's kind of this corrupt thing going on there. And they've decided to loan us an additional 1,000 beta bucks in which to spend on some more bets.
Yeah, I didn't consider that.
So we're very lucky.
It's
very lucky today.
It's a double intro to this series.
I just need to make a mental reminder to never play Monopoly on Openly Beta. Just talk to the bank. I've loaned myself another 1,000.
Place your bets.
I'm happy to go first. My first bet is a very exciting one. We are going to see The Elder Scrolls 6. It is going to be confirmed that it is set in Hammerfell.
I'm pretty sure that they already have confirmed the setting.
They haven't confirmed the setting.
Not 100%.
It's
there are clues.
There's clues, but that's not confirmed.
But
Okay.
I want to hear someone say it will be set in Hammerfell. I don't want any more clues. If they suggest it's going to be set in Hammerfell, it doesn't count. Someone needs to explicitly state it. There's also still a chance it will be set in the other one that begins with H. You know the one.
High Rock.
Don't look at me, man.
High Rock.
High Rock. High Rock. Right.
Right, brilliant. I like that bet.
You'll go
Moving
Niall.
on. Keeping it easy breezy.
Easy breezy.
Straight out to me. Gotham Knights gets a full gameplay trailer again.
Shout.
However, at the WB Game Show, nobody mentioned Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. It's acted as if it just has never existed.
Okay.
I like it. I can actually see that happening as well.
Gameplay.
Absolutely.
No Suicide Squad.
It doesn't even get offhand mentioned. They just act as if it has never been made.
I like
Nobody's
it.
put any work into it. Entirely shelved.
I truly believe that game is going to take many years. That's going to be like a 2024 game. I'm convinced.
Yeah.
I was going to do a different bet as my first one, but Jack's bet is very similar to one of mine, except mine has a very specific factor to it. So I'm gonna say it's a separate bet. We're gonna go for it.
We could add the specificity to mine to keep the bets different if you want.
Well, shall I just tell you what it is, and we can make a decision
Yeah.
afterwards, all right? So my bet was the Elder Scrolls 6 trailer will be shown, and a hammer will be seen falling in the trailer. Betting madness!
It's like poetry.
Do we want to add that? My second bet. My second bet is another one that I think is very likely, very safe. Not very far out.
Free money!
I'm just preparing you for this boring bet. Spyro 4
Wonderful.
is announced, and it will be developed by Toys for Bob.
I have some good and bad news on that front,
Do you?
Yeah.
because Spyro is back,
Wait, has this already been confirmed?
but he's back in a mobile game, in the Crash Bandicoot mobile game, like the Temple Run kind of style one.
Okay.
That doesn't mean there can't be a Spyro 4.
That doesn't change the bet much.
No,
It doesn't
I
change
think the bet
He
still
still
stands.
exists.
However,
Yeah.
I'm going to throw in a little spin on that.
Yeah.
Toys for Bob are currently working on Call of Duty Warzone. I can imagine it'd be very difficult for them to be making a Spyro game.
So we're saying
Yeah.
Spyro weapon skins for Call of Duty Warzone.
Spyro weapons.
I'm going to stick with the theme on my one. So for my second bet, Babylon will be seen falling.
Okay. Jamie's theme is things falling.
So Platinum Games' next big game, which they announced 2 years ago, is called Babylon Falls, and they haven't talked about it for ages. And so I reckon
You know what's gonna happen?
in the trailer for Babylon Falls, we will see Babylon falling, and I don't mean just physically. I mean also the collapse of Babylon as a society. That's my prediction.
I bet they're gonna just show a video of Babylon Falls, the waterfall.
Well,
Can
you
we
know,
just get
if they-
Bayonetta 3, please?
If they do Babylon Falls the Waterfall, I'm pretty sure that counts as Babylon falling. Like, I'll take that. That's absolutely. And
I don't
it
know.
doesn't. It's
I don't know
any
if I would
Babylon.
say that.
I don't think I'd accept that.
Yeah. Oh look, Niagara's falling.
Yeah, always.
You wouldn't say that.
You would like. Oh, look out for that.
I'd say, look, it's Niagara Falls.
No. Will someone catch it?
Of course. No one cares about Marvel's Avengers. They have to cover the War for Wakanda DLC, which introduces Black Panther. But you know how they get people really invested. They're going to mention Chadwick Boseman. That's my bet. Marvel mentioned Chadwick Boseman in their War for Wakanda coverage. And I used the tragic event to try and sell more copies of their DLC.
I can absolutely see that happening because they're definitely going to talk about it.
They're gonna say something like, "Oh, you know, we really needed to live up to the legacy that he left behind." They're gonna talk about stuff.
We can continue his story thanks to the power of video games. 100%. Just, it's going to be awful. It's going to be completely crass. But
Yeah. I'll
Guys.
take that.
So bad.
1-to-1
Hate it.
odds.
I am going to say, for my next one, this is kind of subjective, but an irritatingly long amount of time is spent talking about GTA 5's PS5 upgrades.
That's a good one.
What a shout.
No other Rockstar things are ever mentioned. It's just it's like 5 minutes of them talking about how good the underwater effects are now in GTA 5. And how
you are
like,
gonna feel so silly when they spend the whole time on Bully 2.
it's going to be like, look at the bicycle that Trevor now rides. It now has ray tracing on the
I was
bike.
gonna say
It's going to be stuff like that.
the handlebars have ray tracing.
My third bet is Chris Redfield pops a headshot.
What's that headshot? Okay.
There's going to be some Resident Evil Village
Just
DLC,
punch a boulder.
and we're going to see what Chris was doing the whole time during the events of Village. And there's going to be this isn't the bet, but there'll be multiple headshots. He's going to go crazy, and they're going to show it on
He's
screen.
He's just going to headshot Mia Winters multiple times.
My fourth bet is along the same lines as Jamie's. Mine is that Chris Redfield.
Yeah, it's like,
It's the same bet. Mine is that Resident Evil 8 gets a VR treatment.
oh, I hope so. Oh, that'd be nice.
This is kind of a want of mine.
Oh, they're really selling it to the Lady Dimitrescu fanboys
yeah.
now, aren't they? They're just like, oh yeah, it's in VR now.
You know that trailer is going to
right
be.
round
Whoa,
Jamie.
Ethan!
The bit where she picks you up. Just lean forward.
I am going to follow on from your two's initial bets.
Yeah.
But instead of, I do not believe Elder Scrolls 6 is going to appear. I think Starfield's going to appear. But for the bet specifically, we're going to get Todd Howard on screen for more than 15 minutes.
Okay.
He's going to be there. And like, I'm not even talking about he does a presentation that cuts to gameplay. I mean, no, we're physically going to see him on our monitors for 15 minutes or longer.
When he's done
love it.
talking about Fallout 4 on the Switch Direct, he just runs to the stage to go to the Xbox conference.
Oh, yeah, he's going to start it off joking, and then he's going to announce Elder Scrolls 5 remastered for PlayStation 5. It's going to be...
Please no.
And then Yuji Naka comes on stage.
My next bet, during the Xbox conference, Phil Spencer will raise a fist.
Spencer will raise a fist. Okay.
He's going to be talking
Very
about the
specific.
power of the Xbox Series X, and he's going to be talking about the grunt, and he's going to let one go. He's going to let off a fist. He's not even going to know it.
Yeah. It's going to be great.
That's my
How high
bet.
has the fist got to be? Like shoulder level?
That's a
No, I
very
think
good point.
just
I
a-
think it needs to be clear
Has it gotta be-
that he is showing his fist as part
Fist
of.
is up.
Yeah, it's not like it's down here and it's involuntary. He has to be
Is
consciously
it an Arthur meme?
raising a fist. I think
Okay.
yeah. If
I
it's
think
down here,
shoulder level, it will be very clear what's happening. My final bet. My most likely bet. This one's obviously going to happen. A Lego Ghostbusters game is announced.
It's free money!
that's a sick idea.
Yeah. I literally was just looking through different movie franchises which haven't had a Lego treatment and trying to think about what one I want.
Yeah, I know Ghostbusters. That's that movie with Melissa McCarthy.
Yeah.
And everyone in. Yeah, Kevin
The kids from
Feige.
Stranger Things and Paul Rudd.
Yeah, I remember. I love that movie. EA
Big up Mel.
says the word innovative more than 8 times during a FIFA gameplay reveal. So it's going to be like there's innovative defending mechanics, innovative dribbling, dynamic. See, I feel like I should also add, and the word dynamic is used more than 4 times.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll add
You wanna
that. And
add that?
dynamic. Yeah, and dynamic is mentioned 4 times or more.
Okay, and dynamic. 4 or more.
Yeah, 4 times or more.
Cool.
So you know what? I was just about to say.
Is it 8 or more as well?
8 or more for innovative.
I was about to say Niall's bets have reined it in a bit. They're way more realistic and they're like kind of. And then you just have to throw in. Oh, by the way, also has to say dynamic 4 times or more. That just completely changes the bet. That's a whole new ball game.
Oh man, I love it. Oh.
So my final bet, I got a bit overzealous with this one. I'm not gonna lie, guys. You're gonna laugh at this. Valve
Yeah.
unveils the Steam Pal
Yeah.
alongside Half-Life 3.
Betting madness!
Jamie, one of my backups was that Valve announced the Steam Pal and it is released this Christmas.
That's gonna.
You went for Valve announced the Steam Pal and Half-Life 3.
They said that the reason they haven't released a Half-Life 3 is because they want to. They couldn't think of anything which was like breaking boundaries. It was just going to be too safe. That's why they made Alex, because they made it the most revolutionary VR game. Well, now they're going to make Half-Life 3 the most revolutionary Steam Pal game
That's pretty revolutionary.
that's ever been made. It's a
Sure,
handheld.
Jamie.
Jamie, they also said that about The Incredibles 2 and then they just kind of made it with no specific plan in mind.
Yeah, but this is Gabe.
Mate,
But this
I
is
was
video
there.
game.
I was there at the red carpet for Incredibles 2, so I don't want you to say any bad
Were you
words
actually?
about it. I actually was. I was in LA during the time, and I was at a youth hostel that was on the the cheapest one on the Walk of Fame, and they
That
set
is-
up. They were staying up at 4 a.m. I just wanted to sleep. I was like, please,
It's
red
actually a
carpet,
fascinating
stop.
story we have right there. No one needs to have his own animated story time channel.
Yeah.
On to the odds.
What are the odds?
Okay, we'll start with my 5 bets. Mine, I feel like are probably going to have the lowest odds out of everyone's. Mine are pretty safe bets
Sorry,
overall.
me and Noel don't care about your opinion. Niall, should we talk about his bets?
I'll run you through all
I-
5 and what I think they should be.
Can you hear some kind of noise, Jamie, like a rustling in the wind? When,
No.
when
Honestly,
we're both not
Sackboy
speaking?
is coming for you.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Noel. I can't hear that. I don't even know what's going on right now.
Elder Scrolls 6 is announced to be set in Hammerfell.
All I've got in my ears are bundles of cash, and in my eyes, coins.
Dollar signs.
Let's play. So, Elder Scrolls 6
6.
Hammerfell is announced. I'm gonna give that a 1.5 to 1.
I was going to be so much kinder. I was going to go like 4 or 5.
I think that I agree with you that they're gonna focus on Starfield 100%. But I think they might kind of throw a bone with just a title drop for Elder Scrolls 6 and nothing else. But
Well, and it'll be called Elder Scrolls 6 Hammerfell.
I'll raise you to a 2. How would you feel about a 2?
I will accept democracy and go a 2 for 1.
2 for 1? Okay.
I feel good about a 2 for 1. Okay, but I'm just saying, what if it's called Elder Scrolls 6 Hammerfell, but it's not set in Hammerfell? Then you'll feel real silly.
How would that make any sense?
You said it in High Rock. You said it in Black Marsh.
They're just always talking about Hammerfell, like, yeah, Hammerfell's so great. But unfortunately, this is set in some horrible bog. I wish I was now.
Unfortunately, this is a small island in the middle of nowhere.
Spyro 4 is announced, and the Call of Duty Warzone devs are making it.
Yeah. So, that lowers the odds a bit. I'm just saying, Toys for Bob, they got money.
See, here's the thing. I feel like it's weird. I feel like the 3D platformer is coming back in. I feel like people are learning to appreciate them again. And I think Spyro 4 is prime in the same way that Crash Bandicoot was.
Came out.
I mean, following
come
on from
back.
the success of Balan Wonderworld, I agree that I think Spyro 4 will definitely be announced at some point, probably this year, because of how they've been doing the rest of their trilogies and stuff. But there's no way Toys for Bob are making this game. I am firmly saying no to that.
I would
will
like
give
to
you
say that after
8
what
to
you
1.
said, I do now also think Vicarious Visions will be making it. However, that is a far less fun bet.
I'm gonna go 8 to 1.
Yeah, go on then.
8 to 1?
8 to 1.
That's not too bad odds. I thought you'd go far lower. They will mention Chadwick Boseman in their War for Wakanda coverage.
I am gonna say.
I will specify there's an air of exploitation about it.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
If it really has to be exploitive, I'm gonna make it 2 or 3 to 1. I'll go 2.5 to 1.
I feel like saying it was exploitative up the odds. Like, oh, that makes it more likely.
I was gonna say like 15 to 1, but we'll go with something lower than that.
Meet me at 8.
I think I say 7. I say for 7. I'll go lower than
Yeah.
that.
I think it's more likely than Toys for Bob making Spyro 4.
I believe he'll be mentioned,
Yeah, true.
and I think they'll mention him in passing. But it's whether it gets
I want
exploited.
to see a big headshot in black and white. Right, Resident Evil 8 gets a VR treatment.
Not happening.
Not happening?
I think not this soon.
Yeah.
But
This is more of a
annoyingly,
hope.
it's not impossible, so I don't want to give it too high odds.
Well, Resident Evil 7 didn't get one this early on, did it? I think it took them like a year and a bit, right?
I think you're right.
And Resident Evil 8's only been out a couple months.
But because they've just
it's very
announced
soon.
they've just announced Resident Evil 4 VR. So I feel like I don't know, they announced this in VR. And it's like, well, I'd rather play Village, right?
I see what you mean. Completely takes the shine off 4. But it could happen.
5 to 1.
5 to 1. Yeah. That's how you know it's all lined up.
None of mine have been 1,000 to 1 this time around.
Finally, the Lego Ghostbusters is announced.
See, this one's so hard to put odds on. Because I've just randomly conjured this in my mind.
Do you want me to say some heresy?
Always.
For it.
I love a bit of heresy.
Who even knows what Ghostbusters is anymore?
Yeah.
That franchise is not big enough to warrant a Lego game. Lego's there for Star Wars and Harry Potter and Marvel superheroes.
And they've done all that
Lord of
though.
the Rings.
They've done all that, so they need to keep making games.
But
and you know what franchise is getting a revival?
I think Lego would sooner make Lego TikTok than Lego Ghostbusters. That is how skewed the demographic is.
If you're being deadly serious with that, I can't disagree more. There's no way.
Man.
There's no way they're going to make
hot debate here on Openly Beta, ladies and gentlemen.
I will. If the chances, and this is separate, the chances of a Lego TikTok happening are actually, that is less likely than Doug Bowser getting into full-on Bowser cosplay and coming on screen. I'm just going to throw that out there.
I only say that because if you're marketing this game towards a child audience, who under the age of 20 knows what Ghostbusters is anymore?
To be fair though, I feel like Lego games these days aren't even particularly for children. It's more people our age or older playing them for nostalgia.
I mean, fair. Like I'm not Lego shaming. Big up Lego. It's just at least in the marketing, there has to be something there. And
25 to 1.
Though,
25 to 1. I'll take that.
25 to 1. Yeah, that's not too shabby. I mean, think about when they did Lego Star Wars and stuff like that. I know, obviously, we did have the prequels at that point, but
have they already done Lego Fortnite?
Probably. I don't know.
No, they have not. They absolutely have not done that. Right, let's move on. Let's go to Niall's bets. So the first one is Gotham Knights is announced. Suicide Squad is not mentioned, not even a whisper. What we're thinking.
I think this is pretty likely. Well, it's not Gotham Knights is announced, it's we see gameplay.
Just gets a new gameplay trailer.
Apologies, that is what I meant. I think that's actually pretty likely. I'm gonna say 3 to 1.
I think it's very. I was thinking 4 to 1. I'm happy to go down to 3.
If you're happy, I'm happy.
If you're happy, you know it, clap your hands. Yeah, I'm gonna go for 3. I think that's good. I think it's I just think that's so likely. I think we're definitely gonna see more Gotham Knights gameplay, and I think we're definitely not gonna hear about Suicide Squad.
Yeah, I'm quite confident with that one actually. Yeah.
This one I'm not so confident with.
No. So the next bet that I read out now, I managed to miss it out somehow in the editing process when we were talking about our bets earlier, and it is too late. It's too late to go back and change it. If you saw my horrible mess on the video editor screen right now, you'd probably understand. So this is Niall's second bet, and we're now going to put the odds on it. Razer announces a new arcade fight stick. Artwork is on it that promotes the newly announced Capcom fighting game. Newly announced as in literally just that day announced.
It could be Street Fighter 6. It could be Darkstalkers. It could be a new Marvel vs. Capcom. Who knows?
There was the Capcom Mega League showed that they are definitely gonna be making. They are currently making Street Fighter 6. I mean that's obvious anyway, but there was a leak that was like that's happening, and they're not only making Street Fighter 6, they're also making Street Fighter 6, arcade edition and Super and Ultra. So it's coming out in the next few years.
Did you see a leak regarding the Razer fighting stick by any chance?
No.
Stick.
That's the problem.
Arcade stick.
So
I think this is our least likely bet yet.
Razer have not got a dedicated arcade stick for that platform, even though all the PS4 ones work. And you need to get in with the PS5 trends, more fighting games coming out.
I think
Something
this is
hip,
less.
something new, something fresh.
This is less likely than Ghostbusters.
Do you think?
I think this is a 30
Yeah,
to
looking
1.
at Ghostbusters, that does feel like quite low odds considering.
Yeah.
Right.
I think 30 to
1,
1.
did you say?
Yeah.
I was thinking 50 to 1. Can we meet in the middle? Or do you really not think?
I'll bet. No, we can do that. 40 to 1. Or like 42 to 1. How about that? 42 to 1.
Okay, yeah, that's close to what I said. 42 to 1.
I
It's
think
like the Grand National. We're getting
It's
very.
free money.
our bets are so funny, by the way. Like these insane odds are like completely unrealistic. You'd never go to a betting house and be like, oh yeah, 1,000 to 1. Like, no chance in hell.
Yeah, by the way, audience, this is to be taken completely seriously.
That's why you do 1,000 to 1 accumulators. That's how it always works. You need to bet on 50 football teams over the weekend. Like the Hungarian 4th division. One of the teams ain't doing particularly well, but I feel like they've got it this week. I've heard things. Heard things on the grapevine.
I love it. This one I think is very likely.
Do you want to read it out?
Yeah, so an irritatingly long time is spent on GTA 5 PS5 upgrades. I'm thinking 2 or 3 to 1.
So you're operating on the assumption that they're going to show anything at E3. And
What, Rockstar?
I'm not convinced there's going to be anything. And there certainly won't be anything for PlayStation 5. And
Yeah.
last time they talked about and announced GTA 5 Next Gen was at the PS5 games software reveal event thing.
Now that is a good train of thought that I hadn't considered.
I
It's
think
a very PlayStation-y bet.
that it's unlikely.
Also, they don't need to, because it's GTA 5. They don't need to promote it, it just sells.
They need to get more people onto GTA Online, Jack.
I'm going to throw in a 10 to 1.
I like the look of that. I
was
the look of
thinking
that.
very high, but now you've said that, I think a 10 to 1 sounds better.
I like the look of that.
Next
Happy with that
bet.
one?
I'm happy with it. The next
Starfield
bet,
plus
Starfield, yes.
more than 15 minutes of Todd.
Oh, it doesn't necessarily have to include Starfield. It's just that Todd is on the screen with the camera focused on him for more than 15 minutes.
Well, as in
Okay,
cumulatively, or all in one
Yes.
go?
Cumulatively.
Oh, goodness me. That's...
2 to
I
1.
think that's... Yeah, 2 to 1. Yes.
Straight away, we're done. 2 to 1. 2
Moving
to
on.
1 Todd.
We don't mess around with
That's what
money.
they call him.
Moving
They call
on.
him 2 to 1 Todd. EA says
they
the
call
word
him all the time. He
innovative
hates it.
7 or more times. Sorry, 8 or more times. And dynamic 4 or more times in a FIFA gameplay reveal.
12 to 1.
Yeah.
That sounds like a really
seems
innovative number right there. I'm going for it.
There
8
is...
just seems like a really high amount of times to say it.
8 is a very high amount of times, and adding in the dynamic is what's throwing it out of order for me.
This
I
is
think
far less likely than Jamie predicting that Nintendo will say the word new throughout their entire segment.
I think new 5 times I said, actually, if you recall. But yeah, I think 12 to 1 is my personal take on that.
Yeah, I'm happy with 12 to 1. Right, Niall. We have Jamie's first bet of a hammer falls in the Elder Scrolls 6 trailer. Now,
See, there's 3 things. It's like, 1, we need an Elder Scrolls 6 trailer. 2, it needs to be Elder Scrolls 6 Hammerfall. And then
3,
there needs to be a hammer falling.
hammer needs to fall. I'm thinking
if you look at it-
75 to 1.
I would go higher. Like, Elder Scrolls 6 appearing.
Let's
is maybe
go!
like 2 to 1.
Yeah.
Hammerfall was like 10 to 1, so you're looking at 20 to 1. And a
Wait, you've got
Hammerfall.
Hammerfell at 2 to 1 though.
All I'm saying is, yeah, but you're on 2 to 1, and then you have to. I'm thinking it like an accumulator, and a hammer physically falling is probably going to be like 15, 20, like 20 to 1.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
but we've got Elder Scrolls 6 is announced and set in Hammerfell at 2 to 1. So we're only accumulating the first two from a 2 to 1, if you know what I mean.
I will happily give it 55, 60 to 1.
Yeah, I
I'm
can
gonna
go
go
for 60
bold.
to 1.
I'm going to go 60 to 1.
It's free
I
money.
just feel
Pretty
like,
bold, that's pretty bold.
for as on the nose as video game marketing is,
What did you say? What was the number you came to?
We said
60.
Yeah, 60. I can perfectly envision it in my head.
Well, that's going to happen. I'm just going to be watching it, and I'm going to be heartbroken when it happens. I was like,
It's like in the
dude.
Skyrim trailer when they showed the rim of the sky. To be fair, if a hammer
It so
falls
did
in
though,
the
didn't
Elder
they?
Scrolls 6 trailer, but they don't say it's set in Hammerfell, I am not allowing that.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, that's absolutely.
Which would be hilarious, because then Jamie's bet would happen
Whoa.
and mine wouldn't.
What do you? I can't recall what I actually said, because what I wrote down was that a hammer falls in the Elder Scrolls 6 trailer. I don't think I actually specified that it had to be an Elder Scrolls 6
No,
hammer fell
you
trailer.
didn't. You didn't.
Therefore,
No, you didn't. You didn't say that. That's what I mean, so yours could happen and mine couldn't.
Elder
Which would be
Scrolls
hilarious.
Black Marsh is announced with hammers falling all over the place. Doesn't matter, boys. I'm
There's
still getting the money.
There's going to be an intro where like a blacksmith peasant in a village gets shot because he just drops his hammer.
No!
It lands on his toe and he goes, oh, fuck.
Yeah, but then you got to like you've got to so you see the hammer flying, but
Yeah.
I feel like a hammer only counts as falling if it's on its downward trajectory. If it only shows the upward, Niall's gone.
I'm fine.
Lost
I'm
Nile,
fine.
we have Max. Babylon will be
and I
seen
am-
falling.
I am reappearing.
Here we have Nile.
Skadoosh. Back
Nile,
again.
Babylon will be seen falling.
Okay, what is the threshold for being considered falling? Are we talking about like a whole city's crumbling, a couple of buildings are falling, or is it like being like there's a siege?
I think falling,
I think it's-
the verb, counts as the process in which something is on its way to being fallen. Therefore,
A siege is
counts.
happening successfully. What if the siege begins and then fails? Then we know that Babylon hasn't failed.
Okay,
you're not-
to
I suppose
avoid-
it was falling temporarily, and there was
Um,
But if we see that happening in a trailer for a game called Babylon Falls or Babylon Falling, I can't remember what the name of the game is. I think we can assume that a siege on Babylon is then going to be a precursor to it falling, right?
What if it falls out of the sky like Sokovia in Age of Ultron?
Obviously counts.
I mean, that counts, yeah.
I think 20 to 1.
I'll go 20 to 1.
Because, like, you know, there's a chance they might not show anything for Babylon Falls.
Fair. And Jack, we move on to Chris Redfield pops a headshot.
Pops a headshot. Now, I think this is relatively likely. But, I don't know, the headshot is very specific. So,
I think with RE verse, I think that makes it very likely. So I would literally only give it 1.5 to 1.
Oh my god. I was thinking 5 to 1. Can we meet at 2 to 1 perchance?
We can meet at 2 to 1, and that's a bet I'm looking at right there.
Yeah. Because he might, you know, he shot Mia in the chest at the beginning of Resident Evil 8. Spoilers. I don't think he aimed for the head, as Thanos would have advised him.
Ooh.
Right, Phil Spencer will raise a fist. I have no idea how to odd this one.
That does not seem very business gamer casual. So
1,000 to 1.
if he walks on stage and waves and then like closes his hand as he's done it, you know, like his little, you know, just, you know, he finishes it.
Because it has to be
Does
a
that count?
fist within 10.
A fist within
If he
10.
waves, then goes. "No, not allowed."
Can you imagine that?
Well, okay.
Oh my god, I love you guys, but watch out.
Why I order?
50 to 1.
50 to 1.
It's free money.
You know what? 50 to 1 is fun.
You guys,
doing it.
I'm just going for all my bets when we put the money down. These odds are crazy, man.
50 to 1 is fun because we're going to be watching Phil Spencer he's going to have so much of our attention, more so than anyone else watching.
You watch, he'll raise both his fists and it'll be void.
Yeah, it says a fist, not two
I'm
fists.
presenting here.
Okay, and the last bet. Valve announced the Steam Power and Half-Life 3. No, I think there's only one choice for this. It's
Can we just draw the
1,000 to
little?
1.
I was saying, can we just draw the little infinite sign and just leave it?
I think it's got to be 1,000 to 1.
I've got 1,000 to 1.
1,000 to 1.
Betting madness.
As likely as Doug Bowser appearing in full Bowser cosplay.
I think it's less likely than that.
Should you make it 1,500 to 1?
Nah, we'll leave it at 1,000 just in case.
Right, okay, so this is the bit where we pull our sleeves up and we get a little bit
Pull
dirty.
ourselves up by our bootstraps.
The money's on the table, and we're gonna make some bets. So
We're going to make some bets.
It's just going to be chaos. It's going to be betting madness
Betting madness.
when
know
it gets
what,
to
I'm gonna call
Jamie's.
this.
So
Okay, my first bet. Elder Scrolls 6 is announced to be set in Hammerfell. Any takers? No takers?
not for
no,
me.
you're good.
I'm going to put £50 on because 50 beta bucks. Because I think that's a safe bet. I want to make a little bit of cash.
Nah, fam. We got
Right.
one
Nice.
with my two. Gotham Knights gets a gameplay trailer, and the Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League is not mentioned in any way. 3 to 1.
Again, doing £50 on that.
I'm doing 100.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 100 too.
Ooh.
Okay, next bet. A hammer falls in the Elder Scrolls 6 trailer. Anyone feeling a bit of that?
100.
I'll raise you 20.
You right, 2000.
Wait, what?
No, just 20. I'll raise you just
Right,
20.
so Niall's putting in 20. Jack's doing 100, yeah.
Yeah.
Jamie's doing
What's up?
200.
Ooh. Confident. He's rolled up his sleeves. Look at him
You just
go.
noticed.
Yeah.
Jamie's
and,
rolled out
uh,
his screens. I've got the notepad. What are you bringing to the table here, Jack?
I
Well,
mean,
lets us know
I've
you're in
got
the
a
A game.
notepad file.
Right,
I've
come
got
on, Jack.
Sackboy.
Let's keep this ball
Next
rolling.
bet. Spyro 4 is announced and it is being developed by Toys for Bob at 8 to 1. Any takers? I'm gonna give myself 25 beta bucks on that one because I feel like I need to put some sympathy cash in for my bets.
Yeah, I'm staying very
Right.
clear from that trash bet.
Now,
Razer announces a new arcade stick which features art from a newly announced Capcom fighting game.
50.
Oh,
42 to 1.
It's
I'm gonna put
42 to
30.
1. I've got a
I'm
bet
putting
on
30 on that.
30, man.
The next bet. Babylon will be seen falling. I am
Oh,
going
I
to
want to
50.
touch that one.
I'm going to put down 100.
I'm putting 50.
I'm gonna do 25. Because
You went from I don't want to touch that to I put on 25 very quickly
Right.
there, Jack.
don't want to be left out. Marvel's Avengers mentioned Chadwick Boseman in their War for Wakanda coverage.
And it
What are you
is,
thinking?
and it is, it does feel in bad
It is
taste.
exploitative.
Yeah.
It feels uncomfortable. I might go 25 again.
I'm going 50.
Nothing for me.
Trying to go for a bit of an even spread here. Jamie is all in on his own bets here. I can see what's going to happen.
You guys go through those odds, and I'm looking at them like like he said earlier, dollar signs are going. I'm crazy. I'm sweating. It's a hot summer's
it's not gonna
day.
be-
I'm
it's not
feeling
gonna
like
be
I'm
dollar
already
signs.
rich.
It's going to be beta signs.
You're completely right. I don't even know what
the
currency.
US
I'm so
dollar-
mad. I'm so crazed with my future profits that I can't even think
You
of the
see
currency
red.
we're using.
I'm gonna say the US dollar hasn't existed since the end of the Digiton War. You know, you're having some flashbacks right there. Only beta bucks are accepted now.
Oh my goodness, we're doing a
man.
whole law for the betting specials. I love it.
Oh, obviously, it's got to be done.
Law drop.
Right, Naz, hit us with your third bet.
My third bet is, and an irritatingly long amount of time is spent on GTA 5 and next gen upgrades. And that was at 10-1.
Quick maths. I'm gonna put 50 on this one.
I'm gonna put 100 on it. I'm committing.
I do think it's likely, but I'm trying to save some beta bucks here.
Thanks to the power of the PlayStation 5, GTA 5 will now load up onto your console after 2.5 minutes.
Next
You
bet,
won't see
Chris
any-
Redfield. Sorry, I didn't mean to completely interrupt you,
No,
but it happened.
please do, because I was going to say a bad joke.
Chris Redfield pops a headshot.
Does he do it gangster style? Does he hold his sideways?
That is so Chris's style, man.
Resident Evil
Chris is the
9,
OG.
the streets.
No, that is not part of the bet.
Right, I'm putting 100 on that.
I'm putting none. 2-1 isn't spicy enough for me.
Not spicy
It's
enough
not
for me
very
either.
spicy. Are you not even touching it either?
No.
Oh, well, now I'm going to be really excited when Chris Redfield pops a headshot and no one else is.
Yeah,
Everyone's
he's
gonna
definitely
watch
gonna. He's gonna pop a headshot. We all know he's gonna pop a headshot.
We all know. But will he pop a headshot in Resident Evil 8 VR treatment at 5-1? Any takers?
No, I'll leave that.
25 for me. Really even ground here. I'm going to make the most cash by just spreading my seed far and wide.
Todd is on screen for 15 minutes or more. At 2-1.
100 again.
I am going to put 200 on that.
We're gonna be timing our Todd. There's gonna be a big old Todd timer.
Timing
on
our
screen.
Todd. Put him in the
gonna be
oven
good
for
stuff.
15 minutes to allow him to rise.
It's 2-1 Todd. That's what they call him.
Phil Spencer will raise a fist.
It's another 100. It's 100 more.
That is going to be a
100 for me.
500 for me.
Betting madness!
Oh, that's big.
That man's
can-
going to raise a fist, and if he doesn't,
I
I'm
can
going to freaking
foresee an
make him.
argument when he does like that in
I
passing.
know.
What, you're gonna jump off from the stage like, have at you. And it's like, technically raised a fist.
Oh man. Right, my final bet, Lego Ghostbusters game is announced.
Yeah, I'm not
It's gonna-
touching that. I'm
It's
not
going to be
touching that.
200 for me. I've got 200 on Lego Ghostbusters.
I am going to put 100 on that.
Ooh. Jamie's really excited for Lego Ghostbusters.
I think that's a pretty decent bet, actually.
I'm gonna put 100 on FIFA. And the full bet is EA says innovative more than 8 times during a FIFA gameplay reveal, and the word dynamic 4 times or more.
I'm going to put 25 on that one.
Like throwing your chump change around all over the place, like a little.
I've just noticed I haven't said no to any bets.
Have you not?
No. I've bet on everything in some capacity. But
The
it's
final
the
bet
amount
is-
I've put on each one that matters.
This is the goal. The Steam Power's revealed alongside Half-Life 3. Any takers, gentlemen?
My final 75 is going on it.
My final 250,
Betting madness!
Man alive.
because I
This is
haven't
what
been
Niall was
tallying
saving
my
that cash
bets
up
well.
for.
No, I just hadn't been tallying the bets very well, so I thought I'll commit to the
Come on, lads.
1,000 to
You've got to
1.
future-proof. You've got to think it through.
250? Oh,
250, man.
He's gonna have so much money.
Betting madness.
No, but that is gonna make my eyes bleed if that happens. Like Niall, he won't even be playing with us
1,000
anymore.
to 1.
He'll be off with the bigger YouTubers because he's gonna have actual money to play with.
Who will owe him money?
I explicitly do Mr. Beast videos where I hand out my beta bucks.
Can I tell you 2 of my unused backup bets?
Ooh, hit us with it.
Bit of bonus
One of
content.
Bonus content. This is only for our OnlyFans. One of them is that a new Bioshock game is going to be revealed. And one of them is that we'd see gameplay from Bethesda's Indiana Jones.
That's both solid bets.
Bethesda's,
Yeah.
It's a Bethesda's Indiana
No,
Jones.
but what you need
I
the Indiana
opted for
Jones
Lego
bet.
Ghostbusters.
You need like Indiana Jones is like gameplay shown off, but he used his hat as a frisbee at one point in the trailer. You know?
So we're talking Super Mario Odyssey DLC.
Literally, yeah.
But it's Indiana Jones.
He possesses short round.
This was the second official betting special we've done. The first one we did wasn't official. This is the official. This is the second one we've done. I hope you enjoyed it. We are exhausted. All of us stink at the moment. We're gonna have a good shower. Hopefully.
I just showered for this.
So
I get you already stink.
I'm
at the end of
stinking.
E3, there's like 100 different presentations, which we're absolutely not going to watch all of them.
I am busy all week.
However,
I'm going to miss all of E3.
all of these bets are reasonable. There's a few of them, such as, you know, Phil Spencer raising a fist, which will absolutely require one of us to watch the entire thing.
I was going to say, I think we'll maybe try early next week to view some of these together or something. I think that'd be fun,
But-
if possible.
This was our everyone except for Nintendo, we don't talk about Sony E3 betting special. I
Yep.
hope you enjoyed, and if you... Well, Niall, do you want to take it away with the outro?
Oh, I'm gonna say those mythical lines of dialogue that everyone likes.
Yeah.
You want to survive the upcoming Digiton Wars? Make sure you hit that like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell for more content.
No, that was incredible.